one invoice.
Thank you.
You said you had money for me? No,
That's
we're
what
good.
I
Oh, okay.
Good one.
Now she got some for everyone.
It's Phil Posada, who's the new financial coordinator. Introduce yourself. Yeah,
You just emailed that.
yeah, Pietro, Dorsey, Darius, Corey, Joel.
And you got
Teresa,
it for $1,500.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Put up $1,500 inside. So,
For what?
You still work at the same house?
Oh, really?
small world after all. Hey, we are.
Well, nice to meet you. You do get to know this fun very well, so, yes. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I'm on my own here. So I would like to welcome you to today's Board of Estimate and Apportionment meeting. Today is June 6, 2023. The time is 1:36 p.m. Present. So, Dr. Dorsey Clear, Chief City Auditor. We have our City Treasurer, Darius Shankar. We have our Budget Director, Gideon Grande. We don't have Councilwoman President here, but we do have Council President Joy Ellis. And we're going to jump right in. A pretty straightforward agenda. So we'll start with the 2023 transfer request. And I'm sorry, let me just back up. We also have Petros Tyler, our Deputy Chief City Auditor, who I forgot about, surprise. So, jumping right in, the first item we have is from Administrative Services, seeking to transfer a total of $15,000 from two separate accounts into one account. The first account is hospital and medical insurance in the amount of $10,000, and the miscellaneous account in the amount of $5,000. Those funds will be transferred to the office equipment account to cover the purchase of office equipment needs for the relocation of staff. And this is administrative services staff. Any questions regarding that request? The second is also coming from administrative services, seeking to transfer $5,000 from their, actually this $5,000 is coming from cultural affairs, hospital and medical insurance account. And those funds will be transferred into the vehicles account. And this is to cover cultural affairs share of the NYSERDA grant for electric vehicle purchase. So it's actually the city received a grant from NYSERDA to purchase 2 electrical vehicles. And so this amount is pertaining to cultural affairs portion. We'll talk more about that grant in a little bit. The next request is coming from budget, seeking to transfer $90,000 from the contracted services account to the compensation medical account. This is the account that we use to pay out our workers' compensation. And the purpose of this is to replenish the account and cover future expenses. Any questions? Here, no. Okay. The next request is coming from buildings and codes. They are seeking to transfer $70,000 from the stabilizations and demolitions account to the contracted services account to cover increased IT support for higher code areas. The next request is from our city clerk's office, seeking to transfer $1,000 from supplies and materials / vital statistics to supplies and materials / city clerk to that account to replenish the account and cover future expenses. The next request is from cultural affairs, seeking to transfer $1,500 from their other equipment account to the supplies and materials account. They too need to replenish this account, and the funds will be used to cover future expenses. The next request is coming from the fire department. They are seeking to transfer $1,200 from contracted services into their vehicles account to cover the purchase of the vehicle. The next request is coming from purchasing, and the funds will be coming from multiple accounts in the amount of $3,989. So there is a attempt to streamline the payment for copying services. And so currently, it's my understanding that purchasing covers the copying expense for roughly 7 departments. And so typically, these funds come from multiple accounts. And so this, the purpose of this is to consolidate and have one account. And so those funds will be transferred to contracted services. And this will, as I mentioned, this will create a new singular GL account to pay the invoices for those copying services. Any questions about that? The next request is coming from the water department, seeking to transfer $1.5 million from their contracted services / sewer maintenance account to their contracted services / transmission and distribution account. They were awarded, to award the 2023 restoration contract to Peter Louise and Rose. I was just trying to get some clarity on the restoration of what, in the beginning.
No, they did share that RFP, so we can share that.
Okay, so this, we wanted to just have as many details as possible. Any questions about this particular item? The next request is from the water department, seeking to transfer $17,680 from the salary account to their temporary health account to replenish the account and cover sewer seasonal employees. The next request is from the water department, seeking to transfer $120,000 from their judgments and claims account to their contracted services account to cover security camera upgrades, Springbrook monthly charges and other expenses, and Springbrook is one of our vendors. The next request, also from the water department, seeking to transfer $17,500 from their supplies and materials account to their contracted services account to cover the repair of the pressure reducing valve at the filtration plant. That concludes the 2023 budget transfer request. Any questions? Okay, moving right along to increase appropriation. There were initially 3 items, but we need to get clarity on 1 item, so it's down to 2. The first is from administrative services, and going back to my original comment regarding the budget transfer request, on the city received the NYSERDA grant funding to purchase the 2 electric vehicles. And so we will see an increase on the expense side in the amount of $70,000 from the vehicles account. And then in turn, we'll see increased revenue in that NYSERDA grant account for $70,000. Any questions about this item for the grant funding? The next item is from the police department, and I'll go straight to the description. APD received a New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services explosive K-9 grant to maintain equipment and supplies for the Albany Police Department K-9 team. The responsibilities of the current explosive detection K-9 team is to actively patrol the city of Albany and to support the various units. And so we have seen, as we have seen before, the department has received a grant. And so we're going to see a increase on the expense side in the amount of $15,000 in the supplies and materials account. And then subsequently increase revenue in their New York State Homeland Security. Any questions about the increased appropriation item? All right, last item here, a legal settlement for Mr. Patrick Batchelder. The city settled with Mr. Batchelder And when we could hear, what we understand is that there was an off-duty police officer involved, injured a minor. And so the father, is the, that interpreter is the father of the minor. And so this was the settlement amount in the amount of $20,000. And this officer is no longer with the city. Is there anything that needs to be added regarding this information?
How old was the claim?
Pretty old, officers Rossi involved, I think it's in the colony, I don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
It's been in colony involving a child and some parents, I believe. You remember that? So it was a long-standing claim, we finally settled it, and contributed this amount to the settlement in addition to the other parties.
We're just contributing $5,000.
So the city, that was the number discussed, and the city will contribute $5,000 and then the insurance.
There are other parties named in the lawsuit, so that will be contributing as well.
Okay. Any other questions? Yeah, okay, so we have a motion on the floor to accept the agenda as is. Madam Secretary.
Sorry.
Also, motion from our city president, John Carr, a second from Council President Ellis, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carried. And so we will send out the agenda, finalized agenda. May I request a motion to conclude our meeting?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion on the floor from Council President Ellis, a second from City Secretary John Carr, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. This concludes today's Board of Estimate and Apportionment meeting. Thank you so very much. And I am going to, you have something? Oh, I thought you were raising your hand, I'm sorry. So, I'm going to transfer everything over to our colleague in person. Thank you. Thank you.
Watch that thing. Picture me on that.
This table has buzzing.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Today is Tuesday, 2023. I'd like to call the meeting for the Board of Contract and Supply to order. Today, present, we have Gideon Grant, Budget Director from the Budget Department, Darius Shankar, Treasurer, Marissa Clean, Corporation Counsel, Randy Milano, City Engineer, from Cioli, Deputy Congressional Bureau. First is off the Secretary, the authorizer and director to advertise for bids for building materials and associated products. Bids to be received at a regular meeting held Friday, July 7th at 1:30 p.m. Next up is our opening for the purchase of motorcycles for police vehicle fleet. We only had one submission today. This is from Brunswick, Harley Davidson. No bid security was required for this one. Complete motorcycle price is $26,833.30. Hourly labor cost to install the above is $110. Discounted rate was not listed.
The next item is from the Albany Police Department. Resolved that the bid of the following named bidder be accepted and the contract awarded to them. As needed roadway striping project of 2023, the bidder is awarded to Straight Line Industries, Inc. for $269,800.
Okay, Mr. Milano has offered the following: resolved that the following named bidder be accepted and a contract awarded to them at for the price specified in their proposal. They being the lowest qualified bidder, and there's the lowest qualified bid that the mayor is authorized to sign the contract on behalf of the city. This project is for a maintenance contract for roofing for various city-owned buildings awarded to Mid-State Industries. The total amount, the bid amount was $38,675.
The next item, since offered on behalf of the Albany Water Board, resolved that the Albany Water Board Restoration Contract be awarded to Peter Luisi and Bros Contracting Inc. for the total base bid of $1,306,000 stated in their May 16, 2023 bid.
Mr. Milano has offered the following: resolved that the bid for the following named bidder be accepted and the contract awarded to them at and for the price specified in their proposal, they being the lowest qualified bidder and theirs being the lowest qualified bid, and the mayor is authorized to sign the contract on behalf of the city. This project is for a street resurfacing and sidewalk reconstruction project, year 2023. Contract number 2, lowest bidder was Newcastle Paving LLC, and the total amount being $2,832,842.50.
The next item is on behalf of the Albany Police Department, and they offer the following: resolved that the bid of the following named bidder be accepted and the contract awarded to them for the remodeling for 165 Henry Johnson Boulevard, which is APD headquarters, and the remodeling for 170 Henry Johnson Boulevard, which is APD facility. The contract being awarded to Duncan and Cahill Inc. Base bid amount $1,650,000.
The Albany Police Department offers the following: resolve that the bid for the following named bidder be accepted and a contract awarded to them at for the price specified in their proposal. This is for remodeling of 165 Henry Johnson APD headquarters and remodeling of 170 Henry Johnson APD facilities. This is for contract 2 electrical awarded to Harold R. Kuhn Inc. The base bid being $395,200. So the alternate bid is $13,100 with a total amount of award $408,300.
Next up is also on behalf of the Albany Police Department involving those 2 projects, the 165 Henry Johnson Boulevard, which is headquarters, 170 Henry Johnson Boulevard, which is the APD facility. Contract number 3, which is the plumbing portion, being awarded to Eckert Mechanical LLC. Base bid amount $116,829,000.
Also for the Albany Police Department, resolve that the bid for the following named bidders be accepted and the contract awarded to them. This is also for the remodeling of 165 Henry Johnson APD headquarters and 170 Henry Johnson Boulevard APD facilities. This is for contract 4 HVAC awarded to Eckert Mechanical LLC. The base bid $268,538. Alternate bid number 1 $224,876. Total award is $493,414.
This is offered on behalf of Mr. Milano. Resolved that the bid of the following named bidder be accepted and the contract awarded to them for the renovation and restoration project to engine number 9 galley, awarded to Gallo Construction Corporation for $321,500.
Mr. Milano has also offered the following: resolve that the bid for the following named bidder be accepted and a contract awarded to them. This is for project renovation and restoration to engine number 11 kitchen at 441 New Scotland Avenue, awarded to Gallo Construction Corporation in the amount of $369,900.
The following resolution is offered on behalf of the Albany Water Board. Resolved that the Albany Water Board approve change order 3 to the Marlborough Court and Northern Boulevard Improvements Contract with WNJ Keller and Sons Construction Corp. The new contract increases the completion time by 32 days, bringing the new contract completion date to June 15th of 2023.
The following resolution was offered on behalf of the Albany Water Board. Resolved that the Albany Water Board approves change order 2 to the Beaver Creek Clean River Project Phase 5 plumbing contract with the Grassy Mechanical Incorporated, extending the contract completion dates by 121 days. The new completion date is December 31st, 2023.
This is also offered on behalf of the Albany Water Board. Resolved that the Albany Water Board approves change order 5 to the Beaver Creek Clean River Project Phase 5 HVAC with the Jazer Mechanical Inc., extending the contract completion date 121 days. The new completion date is December 31st of 2023.
The following resolution was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board. Resolved that the Albany Water Board authorizes change order 5 to the Beaver Creek Clean River Project Phase 5 electrical contract to Apportionment Electric Increasing the amount by $22,478.97. And extending the completion date by 121 days. The new contract amount is $1,798,028.75, with the new completion date being December 31st, 2024.
This is also on behalf of the Albany Water Board. Resolved, the Albany Water Board approves change order 5G-11 to the Beaver Creek Clean River Project Phase 3/5, contract with W&J Keller and Sons Construction Corp., increasing the contract amount by $81,849.13, and extending the completion date 121 days. The new contract value being $34,364,966.80. The new contract completion date is also December 31st of 2023.
Mr. Milano has offered the following: resolve that an increase in the amount of $213,235, change order number 1, be made to the New Scotland Avenue and Street paving project. City contract being 9239. The new contract value will be $2,456,023.20. Further resolve that an increase of 365 days be made to the final completion date. The new contract completion date will be November 11th, 2023.
APD Traffic Engineering Division has offered the following: resolved that in accordance with the existing contract provision of city contract number 9051, with the bid of the following bidder. The contract be extended until December 31st of 2023, with no increase in the original contract amount for the project of 2019 traffic signal improvements in various locations. Bidder still saying electric paint, and that amount, as indicated above, is remaining unchanged at $2,019,833. The new project completion date is December 31st of 2023.
APD Traffic Engineering Division has offered the following: resolve that in accordance with the existing contract provisions of the city contract number 9044, that the bid for the following main contracts be extended until December 31st, 2023, and no additional increases of the contract amount. This project is for local pedestrian safety action plan, contract number 9044, to Stilling Electrical Incorporated. The bid amount was a project total $257,958.40. The new contract completion date will be December 31st, 2023.
That concludes all of the agenda items that we have before you. Was there a motion? Any questions? A motion to adopt the agenda? Seconded by Zioli. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, this is the moment we all been waiting for. Is there a motion to adjourn? Second on that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting officially adjourned. Thank you all for your time. Have a wonderful day.
Yes, you too. Thank you.